right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome. There we
I wonder what the
go.
rest
There
of
we
the
go.
Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no
I gotta
doubt.
change that in my ears. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. Hello. Saw Joshua here. Saw Mango. Saw Shades. Hello. Oh, we have quite a bit to do today. Also, FYI, for some reason, my my hands broke today. So we're using VC Face. I don't have hands. So if I look a little weird occasionally, it's because my tracking system is different than normal. So just a heads up. Just a heads up on what's happening technically on my end. But last time we left off, we were talking with Kaveh. I know, hands broken. I got no hands. Don't know if my mouth tracking isn't working. Have you seen a doctor yet? It's too early in the morning to see a doctor. Nobody's open. Oh, gosh. That's okay. Hey, Vertham, how you doing? Good to see you.
You look well.
Hey!
Comrade, how would you like to join the Fatui?
Hello, welcome in, everyone. How you doing? Hello. Welcome. My name is Lyra. I'm a sea elf that loves going on adventures, and today we are going on an adventure in Genshin Impact, talking to Kaveh specifically, and hopefully Kaya later on. Messed up your sleep schedule again? Oh my gosh, my sleep schedule has been so messed up, like all week. I kid you not. I've been otherwise going to bed at 4 in the morning, or my body's like, hey, it's 6 in the morning. Maybe we should sleep. And I wake up at like 9. I'm like, only 3 hours of sleep again? It's like, really? I don't know. The human body is weird. Or bodies just in general are weird. I think I want to change some things around. Hang on. My normal setup isn't going to work for OBS here and VC, so let me... Is that better? I'd have to... Oh, hang on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, and then I need to move this. There we go. Okay. Now I got it fixed. Kinda, sorta, ish. Sneaky, hello! Welcome in. Why are my eyes closed? Hello? Can I not do eye tracking? No, I cannot. Hang on. I can't do eye tracking. Let me fix that. All right, auto blink, fake gaze. Don't have to do that. Hello, am I back? I think I'm back. I think.
Lyra, I have a question.
Yeah. Yeah?
When does tracking war?
Tracking doesn't work. Tracking doesn't work
When don't you
today.
have scuff?
When don't I have scuff? The day when my hands decide to break on me, so I don't have hands, and so I have to use a tracking system that I don't have calibrated. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I want to be able to smile. Let me smile. No nappies on stream, but I like nappies. If I could puff out my cheeks, I would. Where? Here. How? Okay, I got eyebrows. Oh, I could be sad. Rawr. I want nappies. No, heck no. No. That's way too, it's way too sensitive. I can't do that. We're going to have to deal with pan-faced Lyra today. Oh gosh, I hate this. Nappy, no nappy. Nappy, no nappy. Want the middle finger? Sadly, I cannot give you the middle finger today. I have no hands. It makes me sad, because that tracking system is way better than this one. Aww. Bite fingers. No biting. No biting. Alright, anywho, last time we were talking with Kaveh. He got a commission to design a building. The person hated it, so he's now in a slump. And so we're like, hey, let's go, like, I don't know, check out some of your old work. See if they'll give you some inspiration. So now we're here. And hopefully this works. I hope. I pray. Skadoodle-laddle-lay. He's actually in town. Oh. Oops. I don't remember how to get uppies. I don't remember how to do the heckin' uppies. Is there a pathway over here? It's been ages since I've been to Port Ormos.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? The dog is laying behind my chair again, because she has a reckless abandonment for life. She does not fear the rolly chair. What's Flalo doing? Flalo is at work this morning. He left early in the morning for work, and he won't be back until... I think I'm done with my 4-hour stream. He normally comes home around then. Where's Star Rail? It's after this, sweetie. You're early. For once, you're early. No, he doesn't work Mondays and Tuesdays normally. Unless, of course, if he's sick, then obviously he doesn't work. Mighty Warlords, hello! I love those emotes. I love that they're free Twitch emotes. Those are great. Oh, wait, did I pass him? Hang on. Where's Kaveh?
Yeah.
Kaveh, you're supposed to be... Huh? Oh, he's not up here. Okay, because last time he was up here, but that was a different route.
I could get used to this.
Hang on, he's back here. Is that a Quilava? Is that a Quilava? That is amazing. Oh, I'm so bummed I don't have expressions today. I just look so... I look so bored. I hate this so much. Oh, man. Oh, there's so many Pokemon emotes. Alright.
Kaveh, what are you doing here?
I've changed my mind.
Oh!
I was overreacting earlier. Can we try discussing the project some more?
No, this time we're not looking at his old projects. This time we're going back to the guy who denied all of his work to see if we could try to work on the project and actually make it fit what the guy wants. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
My apologies as well. Now that I think about it, some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable. If I choose you to create the design for my project, I should have a bit more faith in your vision.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication. Now that we've got that out of the way, I think we can have a more productive conversation. To be perfectly honest, your commission request has been the most peculiar one I've ever received. Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. All I know is that you want to build something in the desert for public use.
That's odd. You normally don't build a lot of things out in the desert.
I am aware that overly specific requests will restrain the architect's artistic freedom. However, knowing nothing about the intended purpose of the building also means I have no idea if I'm on the right track.
I finally beat World 5 in Simulated Universe. About time! Oh my gosh, sweetheart. About time. You got this. Now we just gotta get your computer working so we could do a speed run together.
I've produced several draft proposals for you to choose from, and you've rejected every single one. If we don't get on the same page, it could be a decade before we can finally break ground on this project.
All these scholars and knowledge, if they cannot fix the domain, drop RNG. Oh my gosh, right? Right? Why? Why? Just please. I just need some good artifacts, dang it. Jason, hello, welcome in.
Yes, I've given this some thought already. I think we can go with the general direction of the latest proposal that you just showed me. It's just...
Just what?
Putting the building design aside, can we get some less expensive materials for the floor tiles? Yeah, I know someone in the business, and the red bricks he sells can go for pretty cheap.
Domain RNG is the primordial one. Yeah, Celestia? Nah, Celestia's got nothing on the RNG drops. Presto Changeo, hello! Welcome in! Why can we choose artifacts? We get the RNG. Oh, we can't just choose the artifacts, we get RNG. Yeah. Yeah. I might actually have to do some artifact runs, depending on if we got time today. Ugh. I'm dreading it now. I've been doing artifact runs for so long.
The timber here as well. We should be able to find some substitutes.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. Just please hold on for a second.
Picking which artifacts look better. It's not only aesthetic, it's stats. It's been 3 years and still haven't gotten a good artifact. Oh, I feel it. I feel it in the earth. If you have time, I hope you get Fushan. I'm not pulling for. I'm saving for Jinlu. Just ran a mile? Heck yeah! I would high five you, but I have no hands, hence my deadpan facial expressions today. I'm not very expressive at all. I'm otherwise overly expressive or no expressions. There is no middle ground. It's a statistic.
So, let me get this straight. You want to reduce the cost of the project, right? But if we implement your suggestions, then I'm afraid we have to scrap the entire design.
Zoe! Hello! Good to see you. Good morning.
Architectural design cannot be
Siva.
neatly split into discrete parts. Any change to one part of the design will affect the quality of the whole thing. I decided to utilize high-end timber for this section because the weight-bearing structure requires the supporting materials to be durable and strong.
I'm sorry, Shades. Are you okay, darling? Stonks for the paw who wants who shot at Star Rail, please. Just a galactic credit is all I ask. Metal cup shaking noises. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You poor thing. You vibing? Yeah. It's a good day today. Minus the fact that my hands broke. Oh my gosh.
Same with the tiles. Switch them out and the entire mural will have to be redesigned. More importantly, if we make such a change, both its practical functionality and aesthetic value will take a great hit. If all you need is a building with a roof that can keep people dry in the rain, you shouldn't have commissioned me. Many architects would be able to build you one of those while charging far less in commission fees.
Actually, Please tell me, are you absolutely sure that there's no room for any changes in this draft of the
Did you know what
design?
Fushwen is cute and Jinliu is terrifyingly dangerous?
Yes.
We can't get in her way or we might have to fight her and she will show no mercy.
Yes, that's why I want her. She's so freaking cool. I want her. Also the fact that this guy, like, he is so shoehorned in on getting Kaveh as his architect. Why?
I think the most important thing for me is to understand what you would actually like to get. If you could tell me more about your vision, I might be able to work with the design some more. You are the client, after all. You should have the final say on how the project turns out.
I want to build something unique. Something quiet and warm inside. A refuge that can block out the world outside. I want all who enter this building to be able to temporarily forget everything that's going on outside of the building.
Still trying to find
just
my
focus
dramatic
on the
entrance
task
theme.
at hand.
Spider-Man black suit theme.
Where's Brian? Oh, there's Brian. I'm like, where the heck is Brian? Yeah, I just haven't had time. After yesterday's stream, I literally just like ate food and went straight to bed. I was so freaking tired.
That's a bit more information than last time. but it's still extremely vague. To put it another way, every rich person who wants to build a mansion for themselves would request something like this.
Oh. Hi, Vic! Hello! I would wave, but I have no
What the
hands.
dog doing?
The dog is going EP behind my chair. She does not fear death. It's a very dangerous place to take a nap. She won't move. She's determined to stay there.
We've gone through many proposals, and this draft is already the cheapest one. Cutting costs by substituting building materials will not only detract from the overall effect of the building, it also won't save you much more in the grand scheme of things.
Thank you for giving it so much thought. Please give me some more time to mull over the budget. I'll get back to you once I've figured out a solution.
Oh, heck, press to change it. I have like 2 stacks of sticky notes that I constantly have on my desk. And like around my monitor is like 4 or 5 sticky notes of things that I need to remember. Along with 2 calendars on my phone. One for my normal life and one for Twitch. So I don't forget a thing.
I still have a few business meetings that I must attend, so I'm afraid I'll have to leave for now. You can just leave the proposal as is. I'll get in touch once I've given it some more thought.
Wait, did this work? What? Oh, no. I didn't mean it in an angry way. No, I'm just like, I just have sticky notes. I just got a lot of sticky notes. I can't express my face very well today. May I interest you in playing a free Disney racing game someday after we try Brawlhalla? Let me translate for Brian. Brian's breaking. Please be quiet about Brawlhalla already, Josho, says Brian. Flair! Hi, Flair! I am a very dull puppet today. I have no emotions. I have no hands, and it makes me sad. But hi! Good to see you. Boy doesn't even have enough jade for a 10 pull even. Oh no. Did you pull it all on Inhibitor Lune? Aww. Hi Lara, I'm always dull. Oh, that's right, because you're a PNG. Well, your PNG is more expressive than me today. I struggle to smile. Heck, I had to put in so much work just to smile. Normal life, what is that? Something I try to attain every day and it fails. Wahoo! Trying to get closer to pity. Oh no, Shades. Messed up and got Lune. No, Shades. You never pull for pity. You never pull for pity. You just don't. Oh, you poor thing. Why do I feel like he's hiding something?
I also have a similar feeling.
Should we follow him and see if anything comes up?
Yes, get on with it!
Get on with it! Oh, my head tracking didn't work. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna be a scuff day today.
Is that really okay? I mean, what he does now is none of our business. He does seem really suspicious, though. He dresses like a rich person, but when you talk to him, he hardly sounds the part.
Sounds super frugal, too.
That's actually pretty common. Not all rich people are spendthrifts. Many are just, as if not more, stingy than him.
Oh! Whoopa! Whoopa!
Mothman.
Mothman, there's no need to feel down when you got Mothman. Actually, hang on, I need to check something real quick. That reminds me with the throwing system. Hang on. You guys get to see a little behind the scenes. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Oh, do I have it connected here? Hang on. Hang on. Something I forgot to check. What would that be under? Hang on. No, I don't want to send tracking. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought I remembered something, but nope. It was a different program.
The more Mora some people have, the more they love interfering with people's lives. Like constantly reminding you to pay back your debts, or hinting every other day that it's time for you to pay rent.
Please! Hello! We fear for the beans. Speaking of Mothman, have you seen the next event, Terror Raids? I have. It's the two Mothmans. It's the two Volcaronas. But the thing is, something I'm confused about, which I didn't take a look at, is like Slither Wings only in Scarlet? Or can you get it in Violet too? Like, are they flipping the paradoxes? Or can you just get like a event themed Mothman? I think my upstairs neighbors fell down. That was a big crash. Are they okay? Okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure this person really wants to work on this project with me. Putting his vague requests aside, he's still finding excuses to procrastinate even when we've decided on a plan. Who knows how long construction will take if he keeps delaying things like this? We should find him again and get some clearer answers. The sooner we can break ground on this, the better.
No, you can only find exclusive raids in your game, but you can join raids of other games. Okay. I wasn't sure if they're actually flip-flopping it, because that would have been kind of cool, like especially for people who can't really do or like don't have like a friend to join to get those other kinds of raids. Oh, well, I guess there's like the bulletin board. I guess there's the bulletin board for people who don't really have friends who have the other copy that they have. Yeah. I don't know if I actually do that one because we already have technically both. Granted, I want to find a better one of the Violet exclusive because that one I got in a trade and I want to find a better one because I'm not too fond of its stats and I can't breed them, sadly. I can't do an egg. For instance, when I join Iron Moth, that's it. For Scarlet, only find Slitherwing raids. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you. Follow the client. Is this going to be one of those sneaking missions? I hope not. I hate the sneaking missions. I'm so bad at them.
Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this way. Let's keep looking.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. Yeah, they did the same thing with the Great Tuscan Iron Treads. Yeah, I was wondering if it was like the same. Search the area with Kaveh, but find no trace of Badwi.
Oh, hey, look! Isn't that Badawi? It sure looks like him, but he's dressed completely different now. What is he up to?
Wait. That's not the mercs. Oh wait, no, it is the mercs, because the guards wear green. Why is he dressed up like a merc?
Didn't I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor? If something happens to you, I won't be able to pay for it.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. I grew up as an Eremite mercenary and worked in the desert my entire life. My body's still in great shape.
And he wants to build something in the desert as an Eremite mercenary. Oh, please don't tell me we're getting dragged in the whole King Desert thing again. What the bootle, thank you.
I don't have many talents, but I still have my muscle. If you need someone to unload goods or drive away sumpter beasts, I'm your man.
You used to be an Eremite mercenary?
Used to or is? Because outfit says is.
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living. We're not that greedy by nature, and we'll do our best when given a job.
Keyword, that.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
Yeah.
Let me think. I'm sorry, but I still can't take you in. I don't have any open positions right now, and don't have the Mora for anything more. How about this? Why don't you try your luck somewhere else?
In other words, get lost, old man.
Okay.
Jeez.
He used to be a member of the Eremites? Huh.
And the crowd
When he was
goes
stressed, I
wild!
thought he was a merchant from the rainforest. Let's ask him about it.
We may or may not have followed you. Hi.
We meet again.
Huh? Why are you guys here?
We had some questions. A lot of them.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Who are you? Why did you dress up like a merchant to talk to me about our project?
Yeah, I'm now more curious about this project of his.
There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep hiding things from us. I don't work with individuals I can't trust.
Believe me, I didn't have any bad intentions. It's just... All right, there's no point hiding anything anymore. The building I'm trying to commission you for is not really a personal residence for me, but rather a library for children living in the desert.
Ah, so he's just a big old sweetheart.
A library? Funded entirely by yourself? Shouldn't this be the responsibility of the academia?
Psh, Kaveh, we both know they're not going to put anything out in the desert.
Other Pokemon
Hi.
can fly majestically through the sky, but I can walk. They can walk. Other Pokemon can dig a hole that's real deep and big, but I can walk. They
You look
can
well,
walk.
comrade.
I don't
How would
quite
you like
know
to
where
join the
I'm going,
Fatui?
But still, if there's anywhere that can be
Hi.
walked to, I will. Don't need a reason to keep walking. I just do till I'm back home with you.
Lotus!
Other Pokemon can shout and shoot lasers from their mouths, but I
can
can
walk.
walk.
I can
They
walk.
can walk.
Do. Anyways, hi, Lotus, Raiders, hello. My name is Lyra, and I'm a sea elf that loves going on adventures. I'm normally not like this. Oh, you're in an ad. Oh no, no. I'll wait. Those of you who don't have an ad, I'm normally not like this. Are we here now? Oh, we're here now. Okay, let me try again. Hi. Hello. My name is Lyra. I'm a sea elf that loves going on adventures. Right now we're going through some story quests. I'm normally
Let's
not
have
like
a drink.
this. Thank you for the hydrate. The program I normally use broke, so I'm using a different program, and my tracking is atrocious today. But at least I'm here. But hello. What were you guys up to? What were you playing? What were you playing, Lotus? Thank you for the hydrate. She's not like other sea elves, right? I'm broken. Oh, the tracking is so bad today. But anybody from the raid or just anybody, actually, if you guys need to go get food or water or a nice warm blankie, absolutely feel free to do so. Did some Code Vein for a bit and then finished with Pokemon Unite with Velvet. Oh, nice! Nice! Code Vein looks like a bunch of fun. I've been very tempted to try it, to be honest. I remember to keep walking too. Yes, you gotta get that ferret walk in there. But Pokemon Unite, I played that a little bit. I'm really bad at it. I haven't picked it up in a long while. It takes me a while to get used to it, but I love watching people play it. So I'm going to take a look at your VOD then and watch you play Pokemon Unite and see what your strategies are.
I've heard that the academia will be looking to prioritize the desert with the allocation of educational resources and materials. It sent over a large shipment of regular goods just last month.
Yee. Oh, to catch everybody up to speed. So Kaveh is working with this guy who wants to build something. We don't really know what it is, and so we're trying our hardest to work with him. And we found out he's a Emermite mercenary who's trying to build a library out in the desert. Is what we just found out. Have you caught up with the story? Yes, we are all caught up on all the Archon quests. We're caught up on a good portion of World quests too. That's why we're kind of doing the picking back up on the Hangout quests and getting these all caught up.
You're right. And I was aware of these happenings as well. I just figured what I want to do is a separate effort from what's already being done by the academia.
Okay.
The desert is too vast. Even if the academia spends a lot of effort trying to disseminate knowledge in those parts, it might still take decades, if not centuries, to reduce the educational gap that already exists between the two regions.
That's true. So I can understand why he's like trying to fund this library himself, because let's be honest, it's going to take the academia forever to get out there.
And what's more, I don't know if the academia would ever reverse its stance in the future. All I know is that as a desert dweller, we should not wait passively for good things to happen to us. If we only did that, we'd never be able to stand up and hold our heads high. I don't have much longer left on this world, so I just want to use whatever time I have to contribute something to my homeland.
So why did you feel the need to lie?
I didn't want you to know that I came from the desert. I've lived in the desert my entire life, and there wasn't anyone here that I could trust. I figured I needed as much safety as I could get.
To the point that you even disguised your identity? That's certainly taking playing it safe to the next level. Hold on. Don't tell me you've also been scammed before.
When I first came to Sumeru's city, I brought a lot of Mora, hoping to find an architect that I could work with. Someone agreed to take on the project, and even took a sum of Mora from me, but then disappeared without a trace.
Oh, this poor guy.
After that, I heard that there are a lot of untrustworthy people in this business. Some would run as soon as they've been paid, while others would deliberately use expensive materials and take a cut of the construction funding. I spent a while collecting information in the city, and eventually learned that you're the most famous architect in all of Sumeru. I figured that you wouldn't need to make Mora by scamming people, so I decided to reach out to you. By the way, how did you know I was scammed? I don't think I've ever mentioned that to anybody.
Poor Kaveh falls for scams all the time.
Just a hunch. A while ago, I accepted an offer to work on a project in the desert, and was also scammed out of a large sum of Mora. I ran into someone who was living in a pretty run-down house. I noticed a load-bearing wall on the verge of collapse, and suggested that I build a new house for him. He said that he had no way to pay for it, so I loaned him some of my own Mora, and told him to get some stone and timber from the local vendors. Soon after that, I found out that he had gone gambling with all the money, and lost everything, down to the last coin.
Ooh, that's not good.
And after that, he even borrowed Mora from me twice more, using a different excuse each time. I didn't even suspect him of any wrongdoing until he hired a group of mercenaries and tried to ambush me in his own house.
What?
According to him, I looked like an easy target because I was an academia scholar who didn't have any family or friends in the desert.
Oof.
What kind of person would just look at someone else and think, this guy looks like an easy target?
Those kinds of things do happen every once in a while, yes. Folks like him are the exact reason why us desert dwellers' reputation have gone down the drain. I must apologize to you on their behalf.
It's all right. You were also scammed by someone from Kasharwar after all. I should apologize to you on their behalf. Ultimately, neither of our experiences had anything to do with the desert or the rainforest. People who are new to an area are always easy targets for criminals.
Bad people are everywhere.
Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. I can't understand the logic of those who like to take advantage of others, but I have to accept their existence as a fact of life. Anyway, I digress. Let's return to the topic at hand. Did you keep rejecting my designs because you thought I was deliberately using expensive materials to take a cut as a middleman?
That's what I was afraid of initially, yes. I eventually understood that you weren't out to cheat me. But unfortunately, I still don't have nearly enough Mora to pay for the design you proposed. I've done the math and know that we should be able to make it if we cut some corners. However, after our conversations, I can see that you're passionate about your design, and I'm quite fond of the proposal as well.
Oh, so he liked the design to begin with. Oh, he liked the design to begin with, but just couldn't afford it. Oh.
So, I decided to try and see if I can afford your proposal as is. I've been looking for work every day. And in another month, I should be able to cobble together enough mora to meet the budget.
By cobble together, you mean you're going to spend your entire life savings on this project? But then, what will you do if something unexpected comes up, and you find yourself stuck with no emergency fund?
To be honest, I haven't really thought about that.
Oh.
I mean, when you've lived to be my age and something happens, you can't really call it unexpected anymore.
I guess. Goodness, old man. Oh, you poor thing.
All I want is to build this library before I leave this world, so that the children of the future would have some books to read, and the desert dwellers would be able to learn their letters and pick up some practical knowledge.
Seem really passionate about this project.
A while ago, I heard that the academia had decided to recruit a number of exceptional children from the desert. Of course, this is welcomed news. But as someone who's spent their entire life in the desert, I still have a few concerns.
Oh, that's okay. Just keep in mind.
I know the desert life and can predict what the problems will be. Many children from the desert have had neither the interest nor the proper environment to learn.
So he's building the library to help them out. This all makes sense. Why can't there be a thing where I can pitch in my own mora? I have like 8 million mora. Let me pitch in and help.
So even if the academia would take them in, once they enter the halls, they might find themselves surrounded by other children who look and act very differently from them. And as a result, they might become socially isolated.
Yes, I can imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
My father passed away at an early age. Even though I had a good number of friends during my years at the academia, for some time I still sensed many critical looks in my direction. I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time.
No.
But let's bring this back to the building itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm, with its doors serving as a solid barrier to block out the sound and fury outside, and allow one to focus on the book in their hands. Building it according to the current plan will be quite costly. Even if I don't charge you any commission fees, I don't think we'd be able to keep it under your budget.
So can we redesign it?
Any ideas on what we can do?
Ooh. Actually, that's a really good one. That's a really good one, because then it could help build more of a community between the rainforest and the desert. Yeah, okay. Would any other merchants be willing to sponsor the project?
Sponsor the project? You mean convince wealthy merchants to join our cause and pool their money together to build the library?
Exactly.
That does make sense. A library is a big project, and it's going to be hard to fund it with just a single person's mora. What do you think? If we can find others to sponsor the project, we could potentially increase the size of the building 2- or 3-fold.
It's all fine with me, but where do you think we'll be able to find these sponsors?
Oh, Sumeru City is big. Like, you're going to find someone.
Well, you're right. If I really think about it, I'm not too familiar with many big-name merchants.
I'm actually curious. Can we ask Dory?
Her? Hard pass. With her shrewd and greedy personality, she would never put Mora into something like this.
I mean, maybe she can connect us with some of her contacts.
Now there's an idea. She probably won't say no if all she'll need to do is to make some introductions instead of spending Mora. Let's go and pay her a visit.
I mean, I wouldn't ask Dory either, to be honest. That's why I was really curious on where the traveler was going with that. We found Dory! Where is Dory? Oh my gosh, she's all the way at Alcazar? Why? I thought she's normally at Port Ormos. What is she doing all the way up here? The heck? Nobody's up here. There's literally just like a giant building. Nobody actually is out here. Hello? Dory? This place is so pretty. All right. Dory, Dory, Dory. You know, we haven't seen quite... We've only had, like, I think 3 encounters with Dory. And one of them was an event. So it's nice that we get to see her again. There she is, Dory! How's my little merchant gal?
Now here are some unexpected guests. What brings you to the Palace of Alcazar's Ray? When I saw Kaveh, I almost thought it must be that time of month again. Sadly for me, I must wait a few more days before I can collect my shiny Mora.
Kaveh, do you have a debt to Dory?
Hey, can't you think of something else for a change? You are literally living in an objet d'art, and yet your mind is still fixated on nothing but Mora? What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your happiness entirely dependent on your hoard of cold, emotionless Mora?
Well, unlike the Disney Dory, this one is not as happy. Well, she is still as happy-go-lucky. She's just more obsessed with Mora than anything else.
That's exactly right. Mora is extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may just find its way to somebody else's pockets. If you ask me, this place is still way too empty. Just give me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of Mora.
You're hopeless.
Let's get back to why we're here.
Oh, so you have an actual reason to visit me? All right, let's hear it.
We would like to ask for your help in introducing us to some merchants.
Merchants? Why? Is there some kind of business opportunity?
You described the library construction project to Dory.
Oh, I see. So you're just looking for someone to help you fit the bill.
Ugh, I knew you wouldn't be interested in something like this. Still, you wouldn't refuse just making some introductions for us, would you?
Sure, I can connect you with some folks, but with every service comes a fee, you know.
Oh, that's why. Of course, this wasn't going to be easy.
A fee? You mean just for introductions?
Of course! Making introductions means using my connections and putting my reputation on the line. Why wouldn't I charge a fee for something so important?
Gosh darn it, Dory.
Since we've known each other for so long, though, I'll give you a huge returning customer discount. How about 500,000 Mora?
Kind of both. Sumeru is based off of Persian and Arabic style and lore. So you're going to see like a lot of designs like that here.
500,000? I guess that's okay. But why are you charging a fee before we've even secured any funding? That just doesn't seem right. Besides, by helping us out, you'd be doing a great service to the public. Can't you take your mind off your Mora even for just 1 second and focus on something far more important?
I don't know if she can actually do that.
And the crowd goes wild!
Oh, gosh.
Very well. Since you're so passionate about this project, I'll help you out and waive the introduction fees.
Light, hello. Have I played Genshin for 3 months now? Oh my gosh, you gotta play it and get to Fontaine. Fontaine is so good. It's literally my favorite region so far. I love it.
3 of my business partners came by earlier today to discuss some things with me, and they still haven't left yet. I'll arrange a meeting for you, and just so we're clear, it'll be up to you to present your project and discuss any deals.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She's actually working and helping out. Played it again for the event. There you go. I haven't played it in insert age here. I haven't played it since 2 seconds ago.
You can wait here. I'll bring them over to you.
All right. This is going smoother than I thought. All right.
Dory gave us a brief introduction about the two of you. You are Kaveh, the renowned architect, and you are the traveler. Practically all of Teyvat has heard of you by now.
So you're willing to help?
To be frank, I don't feel like there's an obvious business opportunity here. But since Dory took the time to introduce you, we can spend some time to have a conversation. So, let's hear your idea.
Okay, so we have the foot in the door.
All right, here's the situation. I've been commissioned to build a library in the desert, with the intended goal of allowing the desert dwellers to have more access to reading materials.
So it's a public welfare project.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Then the commission fees will likely be very low. You should be careful.
I'm not too concerned about how much I'll get for the commission fees, actually. I'm fine with doing it for free. I just want to get this project rolling as soon as possible. We're just a little short on funding.
So what? You can't possibly expect that we just cover the shortfall for you.
No, but branding.
Besides, what does a library in the desert have to do with us? If you want to build it yourself with your own Mora. Seems simple enough to me.
Hey, there's no need to be so harsh. They are Dory's associates after all. Here, can you tell us a bit more about what we can gain from sponsoring this project?
Ah, this one's definitely it. You get Kaveh's client to advertise your business in the desert.
So we'd mostly be doing it for reputation and exposure? There is some value to that. It could make doing business in the desert a bit easier.
Yeah.
Well, just speaking for myself, I've got nothing in the desert.
I also have a concern. It feels like there's not much to profit from in the short term. But in the long term, the reputation gain also doesn't sound like it'd offset the cost of the sponsorship.
Okay, that's a reasonable concern. That's a very reasonable concern.
Then how about this? What if, instead of building a single library, we commit to an entire complex of buildings dedicated to culture and education?
Like a school?
Wouldn't that just cost more?
Yes, it would.
Yes, but in that case... Mr. Kaveh, please tell us what you have in mind.
I got a feeling she's on board. She's on board. She's ready to help out.
I'll just give an example. If we were to build a library and a school near Aru Village, then the desert dwellers would gradually begin to migrate towards the area.
And make a new town?
A whole suite of buildings will be able to host more traffic, and thus drive the economic development of the entire area. In turn, that would lead to direct business opportunities.
Yeah.
I've been to the desert several times. Although there are still many lingering tensions between the two regions, the amount of interaction has been steadily increasing, and in the long term, the desert will only become more and more important to Sumeru.
You do have a point.
Education in the desert is indeed an industry that has not been tapped into. If we can be the first to place stakes in the area.
Exactly. Come on.
And you just believe anything he tells you?
Yeah, he's not on board. This guy is not on board. We might as well just ignore him.
Even the greenest amateurs know that urban planning will affect population flow. If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone on the street to confirm it to you.
You.
Yeah, please only ask questions that are relevant to the discussion.
Wait, something just occurred to me. If we're going to build a library in the desert, Aru Village would obviously be the best place for it.
Right.
But it seems we're not the only ones with our eyes on the village. I heard a rumor a while back saying a lot of land and buildings in Aru Village have already been secretly purchased by a big-name merchant.
Who's building out in the desert?
What?
What?
Who's building out in the desert?
In other words, if we try to join the fray now, there won't be much left for us.
We might need Dory's informants. Who's building in the desert?
If we want to build a suite of buildings focused on education and culture, Aru Village is the prime location. If we want to build it anywhere else, we'll have to deal with a far larger list of problems. It's not impossible, I suppose, but...
Then there's no hurry. We can wait for Aru Village to develop more first and get into the market for expansion to other areas.
But if you were to do that...
it might be too late.
Is there nothing else to discuss? Great timing! I pretty much heard all I want to hear. If there are no other urgent matters, I'll be on my way.
Something's up with him. He's very, very against the whole thing.
I'll be off as well. If you have any new ideas, please feel free to reach out.
It seems like the others are not interested in funding this, so no point in me doing this on my own.
Ah.
Let's revisit this another time.
Dang.
Hey, guys, wait!
Well, that didn't work.
Well, what can I say? I guess it went somewhat as expected. They are Dory's friends, after all. As soon as they heard that there's not much more in this for them, they lost all interest.
That's just business, I guess.
Yeah, it's just another day doing business with people. But I can never get used to that. Those people never think of anyone other than themselves. Looks like we'll have to figure out some other way to get the funding. Let's go.
It's gotta be something.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it?
Ugh, Dory. Your friends were of no help. We almost had one.
Oh, where did all that passion go from earlier, I take it you weren't able to find a sponsor for your project?
Please don't tell me that you're here to mock us.
What kind of person do you take me for? Would the kind and generous Lord Sangama Bay really do such a thing? I will say, though, I more or less expected this outcome even before I introduced them to you.
Really?
You can try to talk up the project all you want, but the facts will remain the same. This project is high investment with slow returns. No sane person would put their money into this.
Thanks, Dory. Very encouraging.
But this isn't just a business project, right? Also, if you already knew no one would want to partner with us, why did you still try to charge me 500,000 mora? You scammer!
500,000? 500,000? That would have been at least like 1,000 mora. 500,000 mora? Dory!
You might want to remember who your creditor is before you start talking like that, Kaveh.
Oh my gosh.
I'll pay back every last coin that I still owe you, but that's a completely different matter.
Alright, since you're so devastated about this, I'll set you up for dinner with another big-name merchant. In fact, I'll be inviting the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, so I'll be counting on your performance.
What?
Ooh.
Really? I would like to sincerely apologize for my attitude just now. So, where would we be meeting this merchant?
Follow me. Oh, I suppose both of you can come.
Oh, thanks, Dory, for reminding us that we're still here. All right. Oh, we're stuck in walk mode. All right, let's not fall off the ramp. Hello? Guy just sweeping an outside patio.
This is the place.
Okay.
You said you're going to introduce us to the most famous merchant in Sumeru. Well, where are they?
It's her. Wait a minute. It's her. Wait a minute.
You still don't get it, huh? The most famous merchant in Sumeru
is Lord Shanganamiya Bay.
Huh? So you meant yourself all along? Then why did you bring us here?
Well, I've given it some thought, and that complex of education and culture buildings that you mentioned does hold some promise.
Wait, was she planning on building that anyways, and she's the merchant who bought out all that land in Aru Village?
It'll be a pretty big Mora sink, and I'll have to fund it all on my own, but that's not really a problem for me.
Seriously?
Wait, is she on board?
Where's this generosity coming from so suddenly? Are you trying to scam me again?
The reasons are not important. What's important is that I'm willing to help you.
She's on board.
However, you know just as well as me that once this project actually breaks ground, it'll start sucking Mora from my pockets like crazy. So, To cut costs?
I get it, I get it. I won't charge any commission fees, and I'll take responsibility for the entire project.
Splendid! Then let's sign the contract right away.
Dora prepares 2 contracts. After a brief read, Kaveh signs them.
This way, the children of the desert will have some books to read. Their lives should improve a bit after this.
Someone won't feed the local sea creatures. I do. I try my best. Try my best anyways. And Lotus is an adorable orca. You seem rather pleased.
Of course, there are a few things better than using my knowledge to help other people change their fates. I must thank you as well, Dory. I used to say you only cared about Mora, which might have been some prejudice on my part. Sorry for that. I will also try to pay back my debts as soon as possible. Now, let's have a quick discussion. Where would you want the library to be built? That will be the most important building.
There's no rush. I'll provide you with a copy of the deed when we get back. You can just use the address on the document to find the lot.
She did already buy it.
Huh? The deed?
You don't mean.
So hold on a sec. The person who has been buying up everything around Aru Village was you all along?
Dory.
Oh my, did I not tell you about that? Yep, yours truly has been buying up all the land. I must thank you for bringing your ideas to me. Before our conversation, I had no idea what to build on all those lots. So, from my perspective, this has been a great turn of events. I didn't put much in and easily got a lot in return.
But what about my commission fees?
You said you were willing to do them for free.
Huh? Didn't you waive those yourself? I was just gonna say that to cut costs. We mustn't procrastinate and should start construction as soon as possible.
It is a bamboozle.
But before I could finish my sentence, you volunteered to waive your commission fees and even promised to take responsibility for the whole project from start to finish. I'm so touched, really.
Oh my gosh, Dory.
It's obvious that you used every trick in the book to deceive me. You deliberately paused for a long time while talking about the project and kept glancing at me with that menacing look in your eyes.
Huh? You really think so? Well, the contract's already been signed, so there's no point in dwelling on the details. You know what? I'll pay for tonight's dinner.
Oh my goodness.
Fine, I'll drop the argument on the commission fees. But since you said you're paying for dinner, I'm going to order the best dishes and booze this place has to offer, and lots of it. Tonight, we're feasting until I've recouped my full commission fees.
I Karu. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I had to recoup my fees. Oh, that's awesome. That was probably... Oops, that's not what I need. I need this one. That was probably the best outcome possible out of everything. So let's see here. We have 2 more endings we need to find. So, which side was that? That was this one. Okay, and it splits there. So what is the opposite route we need to do? Can we attract investment? So instead of doing investment, we'll see if people want to, I think, name the place instead of finding merchants. Alright, so we gotta go all the way back down here. We'll go up here. Go up here. Da, 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 da. You actually import Ormus? Yeah. Please. Oh, no, I gotta take the tunnel. Okay, hang on. I'm remembering. Border almost is a little tricky because half of it is inside of a tree. So there's a lot of, like, up and downs.
Yes! Get on with it!
Get on with the story! I slide.
Time to go.
Come on. Okay, so back to here. We're like, hey, why are you dressed up like a mercenary? Yurda, etc, etc, etc. Okay, skip, because we've already seen this. Yep.
A library?
Wants to build a library in the desert, but he doesn't have enough funds to do it himself.
All I know is I don't have much longer left on this world.
I think this is just the same.
So I just want to use whatever time I have to contribute something to my homeland.
I'm doing much better. However, my computer's not doing much better. The program I had to do my tracking in my hands broke this morning, so I had to fix that after stream. So I'm kind of deadpan faced today.
I didn't want you to know
to the point that you even
when I first someone agreed to, after that I spent a while. By the way,
how'd you know it was scammed? It was just a hunch because he got scammed too.
After that, he even according to him, I looked like an easy target because I was
those kinds of things.
I can't stretch, sadly.
Neither of our experience.
Bad people are everywhere because you both been scammed.
That's what I was
Yada.
So, to be honest, all I want is to build this lot.
Seem passionate about the project.
I know the desert, so even if the
yes, my father passed. I'm sure a child coming, but let's bring this building it according to.
Okay, instead of having merchants willing to sponsor the project, can we try a slightly different style?
A slightly different style? Give me a minute.
Cut the cost.
Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution. While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, neglecting it has some long-term negative consequences. It is especially undesirable in this situation, as the library will serve a high number of children, many of whom would have never been exposed to structures that may be considered elegant or beautiful.
Oh.
To completely give up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty of architecture. I share Badawi's sentiments in wanting to preserve a more complex design. However, if we can reduce the ornate aspects of the design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches and stone pillars but make changes elsewhere, this is definitely a first.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. Just simplify it.
To make up for the loss of regular details, we would need to put a lot of extra effort into the layout, lines, and color.
I see. Would that really be okay?
It just increases the difficulty of the design. You should feel lucky that out of all the architects in the city, you chose to approach me. Most of the others would have given up on this project by now.
Come on, Kaveh, accept the challenge. You got this.
As for inspiration, I think I might have something in mind, but I'd need to visit the site to make sure. Where do you want this place to be built? Tell me the exact location.
Aru Village. Although it wasn't my childhood home, I think it'll be the best site for such a building.
Agree.
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru Village.
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused you a lot of trouble before, and now you're revising the design again because of me. Which draft are we even on now? It's making me feel terribly guilty.
Don't keep record of the draft numbers. Just don't even bother.
Let me think. You said you used to be an Eremite mercenary, right? In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters that are blocking the way to Aru Village. We want to keep the roads clear and reduce the loss of materials during transport to a minimum. If everything goes well, that'll help us save some Mora.
All right, just leave it to me. If there's anything I'm good at, it's clearing out monsters.
What are you waiting for then? Let's pack up and get ready to go.
Off to the desert. Let's see, our village. Here we are. Aru Village is built in a really interesting way. Like, the village is completely surrounded by this, like, almost like a ring of water that's causing, like, this giant pillar to stick up from the ground. So, yeah, like, look at this. Hang on. Like, that's the village on this giant pillar of rock. Like, eventually, at some point, this will, like, erode away. Like, do you really want to put your village on the center pillar of a rock?
Time to go.
It's kind of risky. Hi, little beetle. Okay. So, odds are the quest is going to turn us around and have us walk.
Most materials going from Caravan Rebat to Aru Village would pass through here. There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
He skipped a line.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing. I'll be careful, though, and you should do the same.
It's been eroding for 500 plus years. Yeah, imagine what it looked like before. Like, when the village was first there. Oh! Okay, hang on.
Tidal wave.
Need to apply some hydro. Where's 5? Wait, what? What weapon are they putting on him? What weapon is that? Because this is trial. The wood one? I mean, that makes sense. And of course, noblesse. C3. And kind of 8s across the board.
Scanning.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Add some hydro. Do dendro. Yeah, because when the dendro cores pop, the nice thing is about him is that he heals. Problem is, though, is applying hydro with this team. Whoops, no. Where's 4?
Come at me.
Ooh. There we go. Easy. Oh, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I've spent my entire life fighting these kinds of monsters in the desert, after all. They won't get the best of me. But it's one thing to fight against monsters, and another to fight against an old injury. It's something I picked up when I was young. There were many fights between mercenary brigades back then, and one day someone stabbed me in the back.
Yikes.
I don't think much of it back then, but with age, it's caught up to me. Few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take the joy out of reputation and wealth, and many mercenaries never even made much of the latter to begin with.
Is there someone you know who can help to look after you?
Unfortunately, no. My wife passed away at an early age, and I don't have any children. Sometimes I'd close my eyes and realize most of my life story has already been written. I have many regrets about my past, but at the same time, I also know that there were never many options for me in the first place. I joined the Eremites when I was young, and won many battles with them. My survival was more a matter of luck than actual ability. If at all possible, I want future children of the desert to have some more options in life. I don't want them to turn out like me. My apologies. The older we get, the more we tend to ramble. Seems like we've already cleared out most of the monsters. Let's hurry over to Aru Village.
It makes sense, like a little bit more sense on why he wants to build this library, because it's now also on a personal level for him. Can't fool me. Walks in the direction as he talks. Kaveh is lost in thought as he observes the elderly man. Hey, what's on your mind?
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole life savings on people he's never met. Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness, a kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life.
You're also that kind of person, which is why you're helping him.
Perhaps. To clarify, though, I don't think I'm quite the same. Some people call me an idealist. I do have some sentiments of that general persuasion, such as wanting everyone to be able to lead a happy life. But my situation is more complex than that. In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship, hosted by the Academia.
Right, and we learned about this from the event that we saw.
He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more, he fell into depression after the competition, and requested to join an investigative research project in the desert. I never saw him again. Word has it that he got caught in quicksand. Even if other factors may have contributed to his death, the fundamental cause still circles back to me.
Oh, Kaveh.
I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't do something for a specific person, I still did whatever I could. I think I just wanted to make myself feel a little better.
Sleepy Killer, hello. She's gonna call you useless like Zhao does? I don't know if she would. Like, I don't know. And is that how you still feel?
At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from many things that I see or hear about, even if they don't directly concern me. And I can't quite pinpoint the source of it. Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves. I could be doing things out of endless guilt, or I could be doing them out of a strong sense of empathy. It could even just be a matter of conceit. The potential motivations could number in the dozens, but the actions they result in are the same. Anyway, I suppose I don't really mind being called an idealist. They also use that term to describe my father. It seemed to carry fewer connotations back when he was around. I've known Al-Haytham for many years now, and discussed my ideology with him for nearly as long. Maybe argued is a better word for it.
Yeah.
He told me a long time ago that no matter how strong of a swimmer you may be, you'll still get dragged under by the others who are drowning once you run out of stamina. He believes this is the fate that awaits all idealists.
That explains why he's so, like, stone-faced about everything. Alright, what do I do? Doing a quest called Pressing Deadlines? I'm gonna need a little bit more detail on which quest that is. I don't have all the quest names memorized.
I still believe I should live by my ideals, and I've given him countless reasons why I think it's a good idea to do so. Perhaps my ideals are flawed, but are there really any perfect things in this world?
No, actually, nothing is perfect.
Unfortunately, he remains unconvinced. His personality is the exact opposite of my own. If someone happens to drown next to him, he'll most likely stand on the shore and mumble something along the lines of respecting other people's fates.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
But as you can see, I'm not the only idealist in the world. Just as there are different seasons, there are also different people. There are many others who will continue to care about the fates of those who are not directly related to them. And when I finally run out of stamina, someone will also reach out and bring me back to shore. Someone will help me, right? Yes, I've already been helped like that before.
Should I have a life preserver at the ready?
Oh, please. It's not like we're actually talking about swimming. Also, just so you know, I actually took a swimming elective back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't underestimate my skills.
Sure.
Either way, I'm feeling much better than when you first found me at the tavern. I can feel inspiration already welling up inside of me. Maybe this will be just the opportunity I needed to create a whole new style. All right, let's head to Aru Village.
And then we about face and go back to the village.
Time to go.
The disadvantage about that waypoint is 9 out of 10 people are trying to head to Aru Village, not away from Aru Village. Yanfei, I think I see a man called Nervous Anne and friendship improved. Is it Yanfei's hangout? Like, is it... I think she has a hangout. Right? Or no, she doesn't. You might have to Google it. I don't quite remember. Last time I was in Liyue was like 2 years ago. I'm gonna be honest. Wait a second. Oh, that's so nice. I forgot they did that little quality of life thing, so we don't have to keep going through the story quest thing to find it. We can just click that. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you, Mihoyo. Oh, it's alright. I normally go to Google anyways, for like quests and stuff. But 9 out of 10, there's no wrong answer. Like, this game, like the Hangout quest, there are like bad endings, but like it's okay to get a bad ending. So it doesn't really matter normally what you choose. Okay, so we have to go up. We have to go uppies. Gotta go uppies. But then again, it sounds like you're just like in a regular world or world or Archon quest. So even then, there's even less bad, air quotes on the bad, choices. No such thing as a wrong answer in this game. Okay, all the way up here. Up at the very top.
Now that we're here, it's my partner's time to shine. Marak!
Oh, I got to see the little suitcase! Hi! Oh, I love this robot.
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Oh, Sataria?
Ah, you know each other?
Yeah, actually.
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I've heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Yeah, because we encountered her in the Archon quest in Sumeru. She was a researcher trying to decide if she wanted to stay in the academia or go back to the desert.
Educational assistance programs. Then you must be familiar with the local conditions here.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction, but we are trying to finalize some details based on the conditions around the intended location.
A library? Do you intend to open it to the public for free?
Absolutely. Why would we charge someone to go to a library?
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic. I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been keeping me up at night.
Let me get straight to my questions then. Can you estimate the number of children around here who'd be interested in reading? Besides the usual noise of village pedestrians, are there any other sources of noise in the village?
Besides the fact that we're in a canyon, so everything's going to echo off the walls.
Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? And also, where are the spots around the village that have been most affected by wind and erosion?
Like the center of the village? Sataria considers Kaveh's questions and offers her answers.
All right. That should be everything.
Got a plan?
Badui, let's go over the budget again. We'll keep the building structure the same, but make the place a little bigger, so it'll be able to hold more people and get better natural light. The parts of the project that cost the most will be the insulation and ventilation materials. I'm sure you understand, no one likes to read in a place that's hot and stuffy.
Noise? Oh, so I wasn't supposed to be blowing air to the 69,420 kazoos with an air compressor. No, Shades, no. Can you imagine the sound? The glorious sound of so many kazoos.
I want to make significant changes to the arrangement of the bookshelves, tables, and chairs. I'll go over the specifics of that shortly. I have 2 plans in mind. Both are pretty minimalist in style, but will provide a very different ambiance from the world outside. Our final cost should be around 70% of the last figure I quoted. The whole thing should take around half a year to complete.
That's quick.
Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. If everyone's okay with it, then we'll proceed with that as the formal plan.
They're all tuned to play Never Gonna Give You Up. Oh, that's amazing. Yes, yes. Unleash the kazoos. Kazoos or automated recorders? Both. Both. Got a new design planned already?
The inspiration just came to me naturally. All I did was put thoughts to paper. I must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on this new style so quickly. According to the traditions of my profession, I should probably name this style after you. Let's call it the Traveler style.
Traveler style?
In the meantime, let's look forward to the day when this building is completed and can finally open its doors.
It reminds me of Legends Arceus with like the speed style and strength style, traveler style. There we go. There's another one. Present suffering is nothing compared to granting hopes for the future of others. Nice. And then we just have one more, and then Kaveh is done. Methinks. Hairstyle. Style news. Oh, there it is. I was waiting for it. Alright, so... Okay, what is the last one here? So we choose a different path. So I think we literally just go through and pick the dialogue options we didn't pick before. I think that's the only other way to get to this other one. Got him. Oh gosh. Okay. So one more. I think this is the failure route. I think this is the one where it's technically like the bad ending of the routes. Need to finish Legends Arceus, but also barely started since I got it the week before Star Rail came out. Oh no. Yeah, I don't blame you for switching over to Star Rail. I technically beat the main game, but I haven't actually caught all the Pokemon because I'm still stuck on the legendary. Which routes have you finished? We finished all of them except for this bottom one here. So I think this one's technically the bad ending because we got these. We got those so far. So we're almost through. Alright, so we go in here, we find depressed Kaveh, and I guess we don't help him? Oh!
Get your free Lyra style for a limited time only, for free.
Thank you, Brian. Oh, I don't have my hands! I was gonna reach up and pet Brian because he's here. Oh, but I have no hands. I have no hands to pet my goldfish. I am sad. I am sad. I really gotta get that fixed before next stream. I miss my hands.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever.
Are you alright?
Hmm? Oh.
Alright, skipping
actually,
this,
while
because
we're
we
on
already
that,
know.
What are you doing here at the
Saw you
tavern?
arguing.
So you saw. Anyway, stress
And then
is
I got
just an
hookies, yeah.
inescapable part of
Yep.
being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Same as last
Got
time.
hooked, yeah, yeah. I have no hands, but
Do
I
you want
must
something too?
VTube.
I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass of juice.
I miss my hands so much. I didn't realize how much I express
know
with my
you're already
hands
keeping a secret
until
from
I
me.
took my hands away.
What was... Another
Okay.
glass.
You've got
Keep
it,
skipping,
sir.
keep skipping.
It
We
really
already
is
know.
every but perhaps getting used. I would spend a lot of time. I
What do you think,
suppose, though, that
artists?
just
Yada,
all of
yada,
this
yada.
makes for a-
Here's your drink.
Boss,
The meaning of art. Anyway, I don't know about art.
what do you think?
Don't know about art. Okay. Have no idea.
No worries. It was just an offhand question. It's been bothering me for a while. Even when I'm awake, the question haunts me like a bad dream. I still haven't found a good answer to it. Or maybe it was never a correct answer in the first place.
I think that's probably the right way to think about it. Kaveh is still looking dejected, and even the wine didn't help his mood. How can I help cheer him up? This track is kind of cute. Oh, the background track? Like the music? It's the cafe. Maybe I should play it safe and just make a simple suggestion? But those... Oh, this one. Okay, now I'm confused because both of those are going to, like, split it. What's the third option? Maybe something else to clear your mind?
Sounds great to
Maybe
me.
there was another one I missed.
I don't even want to think about this project anymore. But what should we do? It's probably not a good idea to just drink until I pass out here.
Probably, but we should. Gotta get him the Port Ormos one. Okay, I think I know where that's at. Actually, hang on. How about looking into another career?
A different career. I see. That's not a bad idea.
Premi, hello! Did you play the Pokemon DLC? Yes, we played about 4 hours of it. We still need to finish it on Monday. I do have a VOD of it, and I think the VOD is also up on YouTube, too. So... Oops. I should really just have that on a quick button. There you go. Yeah. Ogrepon is so cute! We saw him briefly without his mask. He's so adorable.
I think I've heard a saying somewhere before. 80% of a working adult's woes are due to not having enough mora in the bank. It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that my life would be a lot better if I could make additional mora. And if I want to make mora, I should finish that ridiculous commission. But I really can't find it in me to go back and talk to him right now. Hold on.
Here
I
we go.
just remembered that I used to have a senior classmate by the name of Alkami. If memory serves me right, he's no longer taking private commissions, but he's still doing pretty well for himself.
You're shiny hunting the new decks? Oh, good luck. Good luck for you.
Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him. Yeah, I should get on this right away. No more wine for me today. I'll grab the bill and be on my way.
Okay, here we go. New route, new route. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so now we gotta get to Port Ormos. Caught a shiny in the first 5 minutes the DLC released. Yanma? What? Payday 3 servers are apparently... What? What? Did their servers flop or something? Are they having little struggle bugs? Are they having little struggle bugs? Oh, that's what the whole hype is about. I didn't pay full attention on when Payday 3 was going to release. So that explains why I've been seeing so much about it recently. Okay. Oh, they
Let's have
launched
a
it
drink.
yesterday. Oh, thank you, Storm. Thank you, Stormy. Okay. Trying to take a drink of water and navigate is very difficult. Just haven't had the servers up because of issues. Yeah. Too many people all in one place.
Time to go.
All right. Hello, you.
Ah, Kaveh, it's you. It's been a while. What have you been up to recently?
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't changed much for me. I'm still taking private commissions for all kinds of projects.
It's already awesome. Nice. Shades, I haven't had a chance to look at your channel yet, but are you going to be streaming it by chance? I'm really curious.
I heard that you were the genius behind the Palace of Alcazazare. I bet you're all set for Mora after a project of that size.
You'll be surprised, mister.
Well, it's hard to make a profit from every project, you know?
Hard to make a profit? You've got to be joking. I've never met an architect who didn't make a profit from a project. Unless the client fled before they paid the commission fee in full. But that doesn't sound right either. Doesn't Dory have a pretty decent reputation in our local business circles? I don't think she's ever been involved in any kind of big scandal.
Tonight too, if the servers are up. Oh, I gotta make sure I catch your stream then. Oh, that's exciting.
Well, about that. I mean, it was complicated.
I understand. Either way, doing one project after another sure gets exhausting over the years, huh? I've been there, so I can feel your pain. I mean, I obviously never had your reputation to live up to. That must have been stressful. But I'm sure we've faced all the same problems. Trying to keep your client in a good mood while you're trying to stop them from micromanaging things they don't know the first thing about. I don't miss it. Thankfully, that's all behind me now.
Did you start a new career?
Not exactly. My work is still closely related to architecture. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora. That's quite unfortunate. You're the most artistically gifted graduate the Kasharawar Darshan has seen in decades. But it looks like you still have a lot to learn in terms of making Mora.
I'm sorry, did I read that right? Shades totally didn't dress Wolf up like Mr. Rogers? Oh my gosh. Red sweater and everything? Please tell me yes. Oh, that's amazing.
With that said, us Kasharawar grads should still look out for each other. What if I told you about an idea that'll absolve you of all your Mora troubles going forward?
Sounds like a scam.
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Are you sure you can just share something like that with me?
Oh, this is a sweater over a shirt. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That makes me happy.
Besides, I don't want to just take something like that without offering anything in return. I still have a little Mora. Or is there something that I can help you with?
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner or later. The idea is this. I recently opened up a training center with the goal of educating people in architecture design.
Isn't that what the academia is for? Isn't that exactly what Kasheshwar does?
Compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the academia, my classes are more condensed and streamlined and will allow people to quickly get their foot in the door.
Oh.
Unlike the academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested, rich or poor. As long as someone wishes to learn more about architecture, I'll accept them into my training center. It just so happens that I'm still looking for a few more instructors. So, what do you say? Interested in coming over to give a few lectures?
Me totally not just vibing to the music while listening to this guy talk about lectures.
Regardless of the pay, I can already guarantee that it'll be far more comfortable than working on random people's private commissions.
Ah, so you want me to join you as an instructor? That does sound like something I'd be able to do. Sounds like a pretty stable job, too. What do you think, Traveler?
I think you can give it a go.
Then it's a deal.
The music is such a vibe. I love Mihoyo's music. They do such a good job.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Oh, like I said, there's no need to thank me for this. The lecture room is not far from here, so you can just come straight here tomorrow morning. As for the pay, how about we start at 300,000 mora per lecture?
Per lecture?
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000 is nothing compared to the prestige of having the Light of Kasharawar as one of my instructors.
Dang!
300,000 is also just the base rate. Just trust me on this. The longer you stick with me, the more you'll come to understand your true value in the market.
3 lectures and he's almost at 1 million mora.
I have to go make some preparations now. See you tomorrow.
I was never particularly close with Alkami when we were in school. Who would have thought that he'd be so nice and friendly?
But I got a feeling this might be a scam.
I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first time being hired to lecture for a formal business. 300,000 mora per lecture. Whew. I'm so excited that I'm starting to get nervous.
I'll join you for the lecture.
Thanks so much. I think I will be able to relax a bit more with a friend in the audience.
Including the 500 times markup per student. Yeah, oh my gosh.
Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've learned over the past few years? I should probably save those for later. For my first lecture, I should start by getting them more interested in the field. All right, let's meet here again tomorrow morning. I should hurry home and create some kind of lesson plan. If I'm going to become an instructor, I should make sure I show up prepared.
He's so happy though. I'm so scared. I'm so scared that this is just a lie. Oh no. Alright, 700. Oh man, please don't be a scam. Please don't be a scam. He looks so happy. Smells like college. Yeah. Alright. Training area. Where? Oh, there he is.
Oh. I didn't expect you two to get here so early.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here, I've prepared a lesson plan. Do you want to take a look?
Look at him, he's so happy!
Lesson plan? I must commend you for your dedication. But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have here. Of course, you're always welcome to work in some of your own content to add some fun and flavor.
Ice-T as a voice actor? Why does that name sound vaguely familiar? Hang on. Doing a little bit of Google here. Oh, him! As a VA? No way! How they managed to do that? Gotta take a look at your materials.
Sure. Be my guest.
The materials cover a variety of architectural knowledge. At a first glance, nothing appears to be amiss.
It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and start the class whenever you're ready.
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff I've prepared after all.
Oh.
Anyway, shouldn't be a problem. I'll just go ahead and use your materials. There's something else I want to ask, though. This isn't going to be a large class, is it?
No need to stress.
I'm going on
There
an
are only
adventure.
20
Go on
people
your
in this
adventure.
class.
20 people is still a pretty big class.
There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best grades, so I've directed them to you. We'll see how well they take to your lectures.
20 people, huh? All right. I think I can handle that.
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, only instructors and students are allowed in the classroom when class is in session.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside while you teach the class.
Oh. It's okay. I was thinking about taking a walk anyways. I'm not disappointed. Totally not.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
Is Amaki really as nice as he seems? I should probably ask around a bit. Yeah. Get the scoop on him.
Hey there. Can I help you?
I was wondering if you know anything about Kami.
Oh, Kami? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? Yeah, he commissioned a set of furniture from me a while back. Paid a great deal of mora for it, too.
Okay.
I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center so others can follow in his footsteps.
Okay.
If the tuition wasn't sky high, I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat. Architecture really sounds like a lucrative profession.
Well, comrade, how would you like to join the Fatui?
Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, hello, hello! Oh, my model's breaking. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hi, I'm broken. There we go. Hi! Hello, welcome in. My name is Lyra. I am a sea elf that enjoys going on
Thanks to
adventures.
your help,
Oh, thank you so
I
much
am
for the
one step
follow.
closer to my goal of conquering the world.
Welcome to the Adventure Squad.
Stream it before you
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Doggo Raid, hello, hello. We're currently going through Kave's story quest, and normally I look a little bit different. I'm a little bit more expressive, and I have hands. Unfortunately, that program broke this morning, so I'm a little less expressive, but that doesn't mean I'm not as excited. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There are leaves around. Wahoo. And I know just the tune to accompany
Trying to get
them.
caught back up on
If you
stream
wish to hear it.
here. There we go. There we go. Awesome. 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 Yeah. Let's see. So to catch you up to speed, this guy. No, wait. Where'd he go? Almir, friend of.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Dog's still behind my chair. She still has a death wish. It's dangerous to sleep behind my chair. Oh, goodness. Kira doesn't care. My dog Kira doesn't care. Kave's friend is hosting a school to help people learn about architecture and has signed up Kaveh to be a teacher. However, things don't seem as like they should. Have pots! Yeah! Thank you for the headpats. So we're going around asking about if anybody knows about Kaveh's friend to see if we can get some more dirt on him, figure out what's going on. So, hi.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
Akami, that's the guy's name. I'm awful at remembering names.
I bet that'll boost his enrollment numbers.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself as an architect. If we're just talking about professional skill, no one would pay for a class with him.
Okay, so rumors are saying that he was a really famous architect, but at the same time, in reality, he wasn't. Like, he actually had really bad skill. So this smells like a con.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass its entrance exam. So only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Kasharwar. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Oh, you're talking to Celine. Okay. I talking to Selena. I was like, wait, what?
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
Okay, so already red flags up. Before long, Kaveh's class is over. How'd it go?
All right, everyone. There's no need to be nervous. Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture. Did I scare anybody?
Kaveh! What happened? Oh no!
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just a bit lost and didn't get what you were talking about.
Did something happen?
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages and gave them a closer look. The more I read, the more upset I became.
Uh-oh.
Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made are completely useless for teaching real architecture.
It's a scam! Oh, no. Okay, go into detail. Why do you say that?
In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, they must be able to conceptualize ideas.
Right.
There are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles.
Everybody panic!
Others
Everything is wrong!
Panic, it's the American college system! Oh my gosh! Hi, Faye! Aww, thank you. I love you, miss you. Be good, smile, and hydrate. For the love of God, hydrate, please. It's the American college system. Oh boy, do I feel that. Oh.
The architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who can come up with great designs of their own. But you won't get any of that from the teaching materials they're using here.
No, Faye, no. Do your best. Always put your best foot forward. Yep.
All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the underlying principles.
Oh no. Sorry, I got the words mixed up. Yeah, that's right. Good.
How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
Dilettantes. That's a big word. Hydrate. I already had 1.5 liters of water today. Yes! See, Shades is doing good. Shades is doing good. I got 1.5 liters. I've only drank... Let me see.
Let's have a drink!
What are we at? Oh, speaking of... Thanks, Storm. As I'm staring at my water bottle trying to look at the measurements. Hang on. Okay. We have 8 fluid ounces left out of 24. So we're doing good. We almost have a full water bottle, or an empty water bottle by the end of stream.
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials either.
Oh.
What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works of art. We just want to make some Mora.
Uh-oh, their hearts aren't in the right place.
You're studying architecture to make Mora?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Why else would we be studying here?
Uh-oh.
My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally make my fortune in architecture, I'll be able to buy anything I like.
Oh no, children, no.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed. The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult, and the pay is not lucrative at all. Believe me, I'm a perfect example.
He is, actually.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that you made a killing by building the Palace of Alcazarzare. He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves of people will reach out to us with private commissions, and we can just sit back and wait for Mora to fill up our pockets.
That's not how it works, kid.
It won't be long before I can put these miserable days behind me.
Oh, this poor kid.
Come on. And you all believed everything he said?
But Mr. Alkami is really rich, isn't he?
Mm-mm.
You... It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled your heads with pipe dreams. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's true plans from the man himself.
Yeah. Alright, where is he? There he is. Hey! Got some questions for you. Like, the heck? Number one, the heck?
You look quite flustered. Did one of my students offend you? Were the students not astute enough for your liking? I must implore you to go a bit easier on them. After all, they're nothing like the genius scholars you're used to dealing with at the academia.
Genius scholars.
You don't need to strive for perfect understanding. As long as some knowledge has been passed on, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that you're scamming people under the guise of teaching them about architecture. The students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money, but we both know that an architect's life is hard and exhausting. Just a little while ago, I was toiling over the 6th draft of a design for a client.
6th? Oh my gosh.
If your client is unhappy, you can't break ground, and the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid in full. What's worse, if your client disappears in the middle of a project, good luck getting anything from them ever again. You know all of this just as well as I do. Why lie to them?
Luke, Kaveh, you may be the light of Ksharawar, but like I said, you still have a lot to learn about making Mora. You may deny it all you want, but it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, architecture is a terrible profession. Our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Instead of appreciating us, they spend all their time nitpicking details and demanding changes, often forcing all kinds of ridiculous ideas onto us.
I'm sorry, I know this is a really serious discussion, but I can't help but like vibe to the music in the background. So good. Okay, focus.
I suppose that's more or less true. Go on.
Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, then a person who still wants to make a good living will just have to change their strategy. If it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a training center and train other people to become architects in our stead?
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
It's awful.
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more comfortable our lives will be.
So, instead of making money from architecture, you made your money from your students?
That's right. Making money as an architect is a slow and agonizing process. In comparison, earning tuition from a training center is far easier.
Hi, Bear Paw! How you doing? Welcome in.
None of the students will ever know, however. In their eyes, all of my income was earned during my years as an architect.
Oh my gosh.
It's easy for them to fall for my promise. After all, everyone wants to live the dream of being the person who can spend millions without batting an eye.
But he didn't get it from being an architect. He did it from being a scam.
The more students I get, the more money I earn. And the more real that dream becomes.
That's okay, Verpaw. I'm gonna keep going on this section because I think we're almost done with this section. I want to finish it. I don't want to like end it halfway through.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about. When that happens, your facade will pop like a soap bubble. No one will believe you anymore.
Ah, but that's just one way to look at the problem. No two people have the same amount of talent. Even if they fail to strike gold in the future, you can't say that it's my fault and mine alone.
Oh my gosh, we need to take this down. We need to take this down.
Oh, and also, I never actually promised that they would achieve financial freedom as long as they become architects. All I did was nudge them towards that belief.
You're feeding them lies.
I'm not even scared if they do come back and stir up trouble. My training center has all the required permits and certifications. Even the Dendro Archon herself couldn't find fault in any part of my business.
Do not bring little cabbage Nahida into this.
How can you sleep at night knowing that you're doing all this? Tell me, is your heart carved out of brick and stone? I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being. I am beyond disappointed in you.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? If you still can't accept something like this, do you just plan on keeping that worthless naivete of yours until the end of time?
Yes!
Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. In the end, art is just another business. Being successful at running a business is an art form in itself.
Oh my goodness.
I urge you to think about what I've said. Offloading your pain onto others is the only way a person can live comfortably in this world.
You're wrong. Objection! Oh, this is one I'd use my hands if I had them. Oh.
As the light of the Ksharowa, you've accumulated plenty of fame and respect. It's high time that you use those resources to improve the circumstances of your own life. Think it over, Kaveh. I still believe our collaboration could be very fruitful.
Don't do it. What do you plan to do next?
I'm so mad, I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more I can say to him. I'll resign from my position as instructor.
You'll give up the Mora?
Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place. Even if I just sit back and do nothing, others will be deceived and suffer because of me. He is right about one thing, though. These kinds of training centers are everywhere. And even if the academia was to find out about it, it's unlikely that they would take any real action against it. The most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. And even that would be hard to prove.
There's something strange about all of this.
Oh? Did you notice something else?
Not everyone should be able to pay such an exorbitant tuition fee.
Yeah, you've got a point. The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture. That probably came out of the students' tuition. And who knows just how much he's been charging the students for attending his classes. If you're gambling everything on making it rich as an architect, are you really going to have the mora to pay for that kind of tuition?
We could try asking the students.
Right. We should hurry. The students didn't believe a word I was telling them. They're still daydreaming about making millions. We're never going to get any information from them again if we let Alkami talk to them first. Let's move now before he's had the chance to react.
We gotta go. We gotta get info. Where are they? Hello, camera? Child. Little child being.
Oh, Mr. Kaveh? What are you doing back here?
Class finished a while ago, but you're still here. Why haven't you gone home?
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about everything you taught during the class. Even though a lot of it went right over my head, I still thought the houses you drew were really pretty.
Of course they were. All the examples I drew were world-famous landmarks. Each one was the magnum opus of a celebrated architect. It's a good thing that you could recognize them for their beauty. The accumulation of knowledge is the first step to artistic expression. Instead of rote memorization, you should try to relate and to understand, and after that, try to resonate with the work.
Resonate?
Yes. When I first got into architecture, there were many things about it that I couldn't understand at all. I would find a building to be beautiful, but have no idea what made it so good. And for most people, just being able to admire a building is enough. To become a good architect, however, you must also learn to assess and appraise.
Exactly.
Going from admiration to assessment will take a lot of time and specialized knowledge, and I'm afraid that some superficial speed training won't be enough to take you there.
Just as I thought. Becoming an architect won't be as easy as Mr. Alkami made it out to be.
This kid's smart. This kid's smart. This kid sees through the fog.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. All I want to tell you is that an architect's life is not as carefree and easy as others may make it out to be.
I understand. Thank you for telling me the truth, Mr. Kaveh. I think I'll still stay here for the time being, though, since my family still hasn't paid everything off.
Vote Pro Valid, hello! Good to see you. How are you?
Paid off what?
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Sorry, I can't say anything more. Mr. Alkami made it very clear that anyone who talks about it will be kicked out of the class.
He's threatening them.
Don't listen to him. I am the most famous architect in Sumeru. If he kicks you out, then I'll just take you in instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Really?
Why would I pull your leg? I can see you have some talent. So as long as you get your fundamentals down, you should be able to pass the entrance exam and continue your studies at the academia.
Then please keep this a secret for me, Mr. Kaveh. Truth be told, my family is not very well off, so we couldn't really afford the tuition for this class.
Okay.
Mr. Alkami was the one who reached out to my parents. He told them that he knew a merchant by the name of Bahar and that we could get a loan from him.
Uh-oh.
He told all the students that once we graduate, people would come flocking to commission us for projects. If everything went well, we'd be able to pay off everything in just a few years, and all the more we make after that would be ours.
How much did your family borrow from this merchant?
Uh-oh. I know, Buster, I know. I want to finish this section. Because normally we only have 2 hours in the morning, an hour break, and then a 4-hour stream after this.
I think it was several million mora.
Million mora? What?
And what was the interest rate?
I'm not really sure. My parents were the ones who signed the contract. All I know is that the stack of papers was as thick as a slab of rock.
What? Something doesn't feel right about this.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling too. Something about the whole thing feels dastardly familiar. We need to find that merchant to confirm. But if we were to confront him right now, there's no way he'd admit to anything.
Oh! We can pretend that we're potential customers.
Good idea. Hey, tell me, do you know where we'd be able to find this merchant?
We last saw him on the north shore of Port Ormos. Who knows if he's still in that area, though.
Well, it'd still be worth taking a look. Architecture... No. The arts shouldn't be used as bait for a scam. We need to do something before the students' lives are ruined even further.
We gotta go! We gotta go fast! Not only because we're running out of time, but also because we gotta save the students! We gotta go! Where is he?
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? She's still taking a nap behind my chair. She has not learned her lesson at all. Oh, please make it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, go. Go. Speed run. You!
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen you guys before. Here for business?
You're Fahar, right?
Yes. May I ask who introduced you?
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class, but they're a bit short on money. Alkami told us you're the man to go to in this kind of situation.
I'm really interested in architecture.
Oh, sounds like his business is booming. How much do you need?
Let me see. I'd say around 3 million mora.
Oof. You call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alkami, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Lots of people are borrowing money from me nowadays.
What contract?
Here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing particularly unusual about it. All you need to do is pay back the loan in full within 3 years.
Particularly unusual. Red flag, red flag.
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean, won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alkami's place, you'll be making millions of mora a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off will be a piece of cake.
I need chocolate about something sweet out of here. Hello, welcome in. I'm really bad at names, so I'm gonna try my best. But please help me out. Is it Arenza? Curie? Kiryu? Kiryu? The last part I'm struggling on. Hello.
And even if you were to run into some difficulties and need to delay the installments, it's no big deal. We're all reasonable people here. If you can't pay quickly, you can just pay it back over a longer period. All that would change is your interest rates would get a little higher.
I know, right, Bear Paul? I feel like this is a fake name.
It's hard work running a business. If we're taking risks to supply you with mora, it's only fair that you take on a bit of the financial risk as well.
I know. I can do account reviews. However, we are running a little short on time. So I won't be able to review them today. We gotta get through this first, because we're already over time a bit.
Anyway, there's no point in tying yourself in
Dumb ways to die.
You're reading
So many dumb
like you're worried
ways
you're
to
about
die.
to get scammed out of your whole life savings. Why would I lie to you? Tons of students at Alkami's place have signed the contract. Aren't they all doing pretty well for themselves?
No. But don't you worry. We normally do Genshin Impact early in the mornings, almost every day. If you want to know what times we do Genshin Impact at, you can take a look at the scheduling here on Twitch. I should have it all updated.
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, do you mean it'll get higher than 30%?
See ya, Shades! Go have a fun adventure out there!
Of course, the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that fact. It only listed the amount that you'll have to repay every day, which gives the false impression that the amount hasn't actually increased by all that much.
30% is a lot.
If you actually do the math, however, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people can't even make that much mora in a year. Your greed really knows no bounds. Even my creditor doesn't dare to raise rates that high. Once a family's signed on to a scheme like this, there's no getting out.
What are you trying to say, huh?
I know, particular Matra who will happily answer that question.
I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Think you got the better of me?
Oh, absolutely.
Too many people are sticking their noses where they don't belong these days. Luckily for me, though, this is a pretty secluded spot. Hey, come out and teach these guys a lesson!
Oh!
Eremites.
You want to shuffle?
I've already fought off more than my fair share of them when I was working in the desert.
You want to shuffle?
There are only a few of them, so they shouldn't pose much of a threat. Marak, you're up.
Let's go!
That's following up.
Alright, get some hydro. Oh!
Sight clear.
Try to keep up. I'm going on an adventure.
He's lurking.
Come at me.
This is really hard because I'm not used to hitting 5.
I'll be back.
Where's 5? There we go.
You want this one? Rip
F it. I'm not here to play around.
Who are you and what do you want? I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend you. So why go this far to destroy my livelihood?
Hurt? You just told some guys to attack us. Liar.
Debt has the power to upend your whole life. I know very well just how miserable living in debt can be. But my debts are the culmination of many different factors, and my interest rate is still somewhat reasonable. As long as I continue to work with my situation in mind, my debts will eventually be paid off. But these students are different. They have neither the mental preparation nor the financial resources to pay back a debt like this. You sold the dreams of becoming an architect to the students as bait, urging them to take on insurmountable amounts of debt to satisfy your greed.
Ha! Everyone knows there's no such thing as a free lunch. It's their own fault for falling into the trap. And if we're going to talk about greed, aren't those students the ones who are blinded by it? They completely ignore the risk that's right there in front of them.
That's no excuse for your actions.
Ha! And here comes the silver tongue. Surely you use that to reel in the students as well. Even now, many of them are still hopelessly dreaming of striking gold after they graduate. People grow by learning from their mistakes. I hope this will be a valuable lesson to them. Let's head back to the academia and turn this guy over to the Matra.
Oh, gladly.
They should be able to link him with Alkami's business.
Gladly turn him into the Matra. You bring him to the academia. That's it. He's going to jail. He is never coming back out.
Sino? Didn't think I would run into you here.
Hey! That's our Matra boy.
My vacation just ended not too long ago, so I'm going over some cases at the academia. Who's this?
Describe everything that's happened to Sino.
I see. Charging an interest rate over 30% indeed constitutes a crime, as it is highly likely that Alkami is also benefiting from this scheme. The Matra will open an investigation on him as well. The training center will be closed until further notice.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Bear Paw. Oh my gosh, Sino is so cool. Sino is my top 5. He's cool.
Any funds we manage to recover from the suspects will be returned to the students. It's unclear how much we'll be able to get back, however, given their extravagant spending.
That should still be enough. Once the students realize the error of their ways, they won't fall so easily for such traps in the future. Anyway, thank you for your help. I hope this won't be too much trouble for you.
It's no trouble. Just another day at work. How did you two get tangled up in this anyway?
Well, Akami tried to hire for Kaveh as one of his instructors.
Did you accept any mora from him?
We gave it back. We promised we gave it back.
He promised to pay me 300,000 mora per lecture, but I resigned as soon as I finished the first session. I didn't take a single coin.
Ah, that's good.
Oh, we don't want to get in trouble with the Matra.
What do you mean, that's good? Would you have taken me into custody as well if I had actually accepted any mora?
Yes, because then you would be incoherent with him.
I wouldn't have gone that far. But had he insisted that you were also an active participant in his schemes, under our rules, we would have been required to open an investigation on you as well.
Exactly.
Either way, though, I believe you are innocent in all of this. Had you actually been alright with making money through less than noble means, your life wouldn't be the mess it currently is.
Hey, what was that? What do you mean my life is a mess?
Kaveh, we all know your life is a mess.
Never mind. Your life is fine.
Sino, don't lie to him.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you?
Let's get back to business. If Alkami's case can be successfully resolved, you'll be eligible for a monetary reward from the academia. Don't forget to pick it up after the
Thank you for the head pat, Shadow Wolf.
Huh. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I never would have guessed. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't report Alkami because we thought we could make some more off of it.
No, we just wanted to stop him because he was a bad guy.
The reward will be given regardless of your personal motivations. It was implemented with the intent of encouraging people to supply tips to the Matra.
Fine.
Is there anything else?
I want to go back to the training center one more time and talk to some of the kids.
Sure, but you should wait until tomorrow. My subordinates will shut down the center today and summon the students to gather information on the total amount of mora they've lost in the scam.
All right, then I'll stay out of their way. I can talk to the kids tomorrow.
I have a few other things to take care of, so I'll be off for now. If you want to follow up on this case, find me again. Or ask one of the Matra.
So many pillows and so many anvils. No.
That should finally be the end of that. Oh, who would have thought it would turn out like this? All I wanted was to find a new gig and earn some mora. To think Alkami would sink this low, it still makes me really upset. Still, I think I feel a little better now than when you found me back at the tavern.
Oh? How so?
It's a little ironic, but you could say it's because I've realized that there are many circumstances in the world that are even worse than my own. Now that I've seen such things firsthand, I suppose I've earned a new sense of appreciation for my life. How should I put it? I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to my profession, so I often argue with my clients. The arguments are usually extremely frustrating, and every once in a while I'd wonder if I only became an architect because fate wanted me to pay for some sins I'd committed in a previous life. Alkami's suggestion would have allowed me to quit my life as an architect and earn money solely from my reputation. But now that I've experienced that for myself, I can confidently say that I'd never want to do it again.
And that's why he thinks you're too rigid when it comes to making mora.
Every scholar has their own sense of pride and a line that they don't like to cross. Of course, when faced with the vicissitudes of life, some will surrender these things to seek a more comfortable life. I can understand that. Just speaking for myself, though, I don't think that's something I'd ever be able to do. The voice in my heart would just keep repeating one thing. The moment I turn away from my dreams would be the moment my career ends. If I stopped devoting everything to my creative activities, I'd be able to lead a more comfortable life, but at the same time, my sense of intuition and understanding for the arts would also begin to degrade. At that point, any materialistic ease I may have gained in life would just become another form of torment. In comparison, my current life comes with its share of difficulties, but at least I'd never have to deal with that kind of existential reckoning.
It's good to stay true to yourself.
I appreciate it. You may call me conceited for this, but I would also like to think I'm talented enough to be able to lead a decent life without compromising my pride. It's certainly not easy, but I want to keep at it.
Attaboy.
My thanks again for being such a great help throughout all of this. I'm planning to pay another visit to those kids tomorrow. Want to come with me?
Sure, I'll come.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow then. Get some good rest.
All right, then we gotta change the time to 8 the following day. 8 o'clock following day. Go, go, go. 7, 8. I think this counts, right? Or do I have to do like full 24 hours plus 8 o'clock? Nope, that works. We call it good. We got a speed run because we're already like 22 minutes overtime. So with us being overtime, odds are, I'm going to have to say, is that the next stream might be a little late because I still need to go make like lunch, breakfast. I haven't eaten anything today, so our break might still be like, it might be a little bit longer. I also got to fix my hands. I still need to like have some time to do that, so our next stream might be a smidgen delayed. It only worked because you're at 24 moving, so it'll be the next day. Ah, yes, because we're just a smidgen below 24 hours. Thank you, game. All right.
I never would have guessed Mr. Alkami was a scammer.
Surprise.
The training center has been shut down, and the Matra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much time on this class. What should we do next?
Kaveh, new teacher, yes.
Mr. Kaveh said we can keep working on our fundamentals and try to get into the academia.
Uh-huh.
Easier said than done. If it was easier to get into the academia, none of us would have signed up for the class in the first place. Only the best of the best can get into the academia studying on their own. Mr. Kaveh might be willing to teach us.
Why? What reason does he have to stick around?
Surprise, he's back. Mr. Gonshu will teach you. No, don't teach the children, Mr. Gonshu. Why? We could always use more fireballs. No, Mr. Gonshu, no. Oh, look, a giant tree. No, not Port Ormos. Master Gonshu is going to be around for ages, ain't he?
So, you're the only ones that showed up today, huh?
Huh? Kaveh's here.
Now, that's
Oh my
Mr. Kaveh to you. I'm here as your instructor, so let's keep things a little more proper.
Here we go.
I'll keep instructing you for a while longer. You can pass on the message to the other students. As long as someone wants to come, they can join the class. Oh, also, I'm usually pretty busy, so I'll only be able to teach architecture fundamentals on my days off. Another disclaimer. I can't promise that you'll all be able to understand everything I'm going to teach. Architecture is not an easy profession. Aesthetics aside, even the basics of safe design can already be a handful for most people.
Talk bad about Mr. Gonshu, he'll set your butt on fire. I swear, he's a low-key pyromaniac.
If you want to design safe buildings, you'll have to go through a systematic study of structural engineering.
Premi, did you already find that shiny Vulpix? Oh, come on, no way.
And just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before. It'll take both talent and perseverance to get through the course. I don't want to hear anyone say that I didn't warn you.
We'll try our best.
It seems some of you are really serious about this after all. All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. No need to prepare much for today's class. We're going to go on a quick field trip.
Where to?
You'll know once we get there. Come on, let's get going. We'll be off once everyone's grabbed their pencils and sketch pads.
Where are we going? Oh, we're going to the lighthouse? Because I think Kaveh worked on the lighthouse, if I remember right. That makes sense why you'd want to show it. You got it with a sandwich? Yeah. I like shiny Vulpix. Shiny Vulpix is really cool. I caught one in Sword and Shield, I think it was, for a friend of mine. Judge George? Who's Judge George, Mario? Also, hi. Hello. Are you talking about Nouvelette? You are talking about Nouvelette. I am excited for Nouvelette, but I'm more excited about Risley. I'm more excited about Risley.
No time to lose.
I'm still gonna pull for both. Yeah, the lighthouse.
This lighthouse has been around for a long time, and I handled its renovations when I first graduated from the academia. The point of today is not so much about the lighthouse as a building, however. I just want you to take a look at it and do a bit of self-reflection. If you were tasked today with designing a building, how would you want it to look like? Don't think about how you'd actually go about building it for now. Just put your ideas to paper and draw the prettiest building that comes to your mind.
So, it can be, any kind of building?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, as long as you think it'd look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a building. If you want, you can draw trees, the ocean, or even a garden area. Draw whatever you'd like.
What is the point of this exercise?
In my experience, it's best to approach the study of architecture from a point of personal interest, rather than for the sake of a career. Both the study and practice of architectural design are extremely difficult. A person who's forced to work on projects that they don't resonate with will only struggle and suffer. So at least for today, I hope the students will be able to create something that they enjoy. There's no need to think about it too hard. They'll have plenty of time in the future to revisit the design and make changes. What do you think? Want to try your hand at it as well? Don't forget that this is a free class from Mr. Kaveh, the Light of the Kasharawar. On a normal day, this would cost you 300,000 mora.
He's pulling back at that again. There we go. Ideal building is also your safe haven. Hey, we did it. We did it. Building made out of fire. Master Goshu would totally do that, wouldn't he? Drew the teapot, yes. Alright. We are
This place
big
is pretty
time
dead.
overtime. So let's go ahead and
there's-
swap things over here. Wait. No, you can't see me. No. Hang on, please hold. Please hold as I fix. It's a scuff day, yeah? Ah! Why are we like this? Why are we like this today? Why everything? Why everything is breaking? Okay, anywho.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
So we're going to go ahead and take an hour break. It might be an hour and a half break because I do have to fix my hands. I have to do some technical difficulty fixing and trying to fix it. But after that, we're going to be doing Star Rail. I think we'll probably just be going through the new event and trying the best way to beat it at least, or at least attempt. But that will be next. Before we go though, I do want to raid someone so you guys are entertained while I'm fixing things. It looks like Codename Echo is live. Oh, if I can spell correctly. N-A-M-E. Echo 3 C-H-O. Codename Echo. They are playing a game called Outer Wilds, it looks like. So let me get this copied here for you guys here. Get that started. All the button presses. All the button presses. There we go. Codename Echo is a really cool VTuber. I think she's actually technically a PNG tuber. But she plays a bunch of different games, including Hamtaro-based games. So she actually has like a little thing where she can like transform into a hamster because of it. Super cool, super awesome. I think you guys are gonna have a bunch of fun hanging out with her for a bit. Like I said, our break might be like an hour and a half this time because I do have to fix my arms, so I'm more expressive for Star Rail. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and dealing with my scuff. It was nice hanging out with you all, but I hope you all have a fantastic adventure, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone!
Suddenly you're nowhere to be found. I turn around and everything has changed. Looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace to navigate. The oak tree where I met you,
comrade.
and the
Thanks to your help, I am one step closer to my goal of conquering the world.
Welcome to the Adventure Squad.